y'all, welcome back to A Dinosaur in the Library. I'm Dawn and this is Anna. And if you've been around for more than 5 minutes, you probably saw the other video I did with her, but I'll link it down below just in case you have not. This is Miss Anna Schubarth. She is the author of Salerna, one of the most awesome books ever. Go find it. I will link it on Amazon. Go buy this book. Not just because she's my friend. I've been harassing this poor woman about the sequel for a while. And I'm going to stop that because, you know, it is harassment. But they're visiting town today, so we just thought we would do a book tag. And I haven't done this one, and I know it's February, but also if you've been here more than 5 minutes, you know I'm kind of a Halloween-y horror kind of person, so horror's fun for February too. And not everybody likes Valentine's Day, so I think horror's fitting for this day. So let's do this. We're going to do the Addams Family Tag. I found this on Sam's channel at Novels and Nonsense. The original, I think, was from Hannah's Books and Beauty, but I will link both of their videos down below so you can go check them out just in case. So we're both going to do the answers, and we will, yeah, just go ahead and do this. So the first one is Morticia. She's a mom and a witch. So your favorite book with witches. And I picked Wrinkle in Time.
And I picked Wrinkle in Time.
And I love this edition. I love this edition. I need to get all of them in this edition. It's super cool. It's the Square Fish edition. I love it. But yes, love them. Miss Who, Miss What, and Miss Witch. Love them. They're awesome. Okay, so number 2, Gomez, Loving Father, your favorite fictional dad. And my first thought was Atticus Finch because, and okay, original To Kill a Mockingbird, Atticus Finch, because we're just going to agree to say that Go Ahead Watchmen doesn't exist. That was some kind of alternate timeline breaking in, and that does not exist. So Atticus does not exist in that. It is only To Kill a Mockingbird, Atticus Finch. And
mine is Mr. Weasley.
And I have to agree that that was a close second, because Mr. Weasley's pretty goddamn awesome. I mean,
best dad ever.
You know, what exactly is the purpose of a rubber duck? You know?
Yes.
And I mean, I know that's from the movie, but come on. Okay, number 3, Uncle Fester Generates Electricity. A book that lights you up so much you can't stop talking about it.
I talk incessantly about a book I've been carrying around in the trunk of my car for about a year, City of Ember. I really need to pull it out and read it. But I am so excited for it, and I can't wait to do that. And hopefully, maybe in March, I'll have some time to do that because happy things happen in February.
Yes. So, and mine I picked was, and this should probably be no surprise if you've been here more than 5 minutes, it's Magic X Libra series, because I just posted a video, which I will link below as well, going on and on and on and on for about 15 minutes about how awesome this series is and reviewing the new book in the series. So, yeah, again, check them out because they're amazing, but check the video out below too. Okay, so Wednesday Addams, Obsessed with Death. Character you'd kill. Okay, now we had this discussion earlier when I did the top 5 Wednesday of the characters you'd most like to drown. First of all, Mona Mayfair, because that bitch has got it coming.
I love the Mayfair witches.
Yeah, but Mona in the Vampire Chronicles, in Blackwood Farm and
okay, I'll give you that.
Thank you. The bitch need to be taken down. But also, again, if you paid attention, if you watched that video, which I will link below, we have a lot of videos in the description box, but that's fine. The lady whose name I can't remember in the sundial, the woman's friend. No, she need a candlestick, just whack her over the head. And the cousin, and We Have Always Lived in the Castle.
Weren't we supposed to pick one?
No. That doesn't happen. Anna hasn't been watching my videos because she doesn't know that I can't ever pick one for these. Never. Answer from people. How many times have I ever just had one answer on every single question? Is that?
Never.
I'm not hearing anything. That's because it's never happened. So, yes. But anyway, so.
I'm going to do everyone a favor and kill off Christian Grey.
If you like the 50 Shades of Grey books, okay, that's cool. But for those of you who don't, you know why.
Yes.
He needs to go. Okay, Pugsley, who has a very vicious nature. Your favorite villain. And I picked, okay, she's a crazy moon bitch, just up front, but Lavanna. Queen Lavanna. You got to admit, though the woman is completely out of her skull, she's a pretty good villain. I mean, she's pretty bad, right? But I don't love her or anything. I don't actually like her, but she's just so awful. She's just bad. It's bad. You know what I'm talking about. You guys have all read it. You know.
I picked the goddess of my heart, Ursula, because Little Mermaid, Ursula, yeah.
Ursula's a pretty close second because Anybody who knows me IRL knows that I pretty much buy anything that has Ursula on it, as long as it'll stand still. And this one just bought me, and I should have brought it over here. It's the cutest wallet. It's got a little Ursula on it, and I'm just like, I'm loving it. And I gotta get the little pop figure, and I have, oh yeah, I have a watch now. It's great. Yeah, but yeah, Ursula.
I'm working on a cosplay costume, so yeah, love
I
Ursula.
support this. I support this very much. I would wear that to, Walmart on Tuesday. Screw cosplay. I'll just wear that to go grocery shopping.
That would be so cool. I want to video that.
Bust up in a baker.
We'll go shopping in the Ursula costume.
So, bust up at Walmart.
This
I used
is
to work
happening
for Walmart,
now.
and trust me,
It's
that song
happening.
is really appropriate. Okay? It needs to happen. Okay. I'm so sorry, people who work at the grocery store, that this is going to happen at, but I'm just letting you know at a time. Okay.
It's not you, it's us.
It is. It is. We're on meds already.
And they're working because
They
we're happy
are
about
working.
this. So.
And that's the scary part. Because this is after meds. Okay. Lurch is based on Frankenstein, the best retelling.
Oh, my favorite retelling I can never remember the name of, so we're going to have to find it.
I will look as soon as I find it, I'll put it in the description box.
So big description box. It's going to be awesome. It is a retelling of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde from a female perspective, and she's actually the one that comes up with the potion that turns him, and it's war-torn France, and they're eating the dogs and the elephants, and it's awesome. It's just fabulous.
I actually just read a retelling of that, but it wasn't that one, because the one I read is called Hyde, and I can't remember the guy's name, but it's sitting up there. And it's not from a different perspective, but you get Hyde's perspective and Jekyll's. So you get what's going on with Hyde, and he's much more humanized in that book. And you get a lot, because in the original you only get what's his face, Utterson, right?
Right.
Yeah, you only get his perspective, but this one you actually get Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde's perspectives, and it's interesting. I think I can't remember if I did a review of it or not. It wasn't as good as I hoped it would be, but it was not a bad retelling. But that one sounds more interesting.
I loved it so much that I finished it off while sitting in Olive Garden, and the poor waiter had to keep bringing me beverages and chicken and gnocchi soup. Another love of my life. And he thought that I was so enthralled with that book, he kept asking questions, and I gave it to him as I left. So, yeah.
That's it. So I'm going to find the title of this book, and it comes highly recommended. So yeah, we'll do that. Oh, but my favorite, I picked The Looking Glass Wars because I love Frank Better. You guys know this. If you've been around for more than 5 minutes, you know this. I love The Looking Glass Wars. I love the Hatter M series. I am desperate to read this prequel that he is writing or written. I'm not sure. It's not out yet where I can get it. That's all I know. I love it. So good. I actually hope they never make a movie of it because I'll just screw it up. Okay, Grandmama is a classic witch. Your favorite classic horror. And I picked Shirley Jackson because Shirley Jackson is the queen. She is freaking awesome. And everybody needs to read her because they would learn something. That's all I'm saying.
My favorite classic horror is Dracula. Every single version of Dracula that I can get my hands on. Love it. Love it to death. Vampires do not sparkle.
No, they don't.
No, they don't.
No. I'm sorry, Twilight fans. I'm sorry.
And I'm actually a Twilight fan.
And she actually likes
Twilight. I love Twilight.
This is something we do not agree on. She likes Twilight. I can't stand it. But she still says vampires don't sparkle.
But they don't sparkle, no.
Just, yeah. There you go. Okay, we're going to skip a couple of these because, okay, the first one that we're skipping is Show Us Your Horror. I don't think I can. Because I have a whole shelf of Stephen King, and then I got a whole shelf of stuff, and my shelves, as you can see from back here, are just like stacked. We don't need to do that. There's a lot of it. Okay, just suffice it to say that it's a lot. And then the next one we're skipping is Halloween costume because it's February, and I'm not wearing a Halloween
And it's
costume.
going to be Ursula, so, you know.
Well, okay,
eventually.
See, she's talking about hers. Eventually, I'm going to have a Madame Mim costume.
Oh, that would
But
be
I
great.
need to find the right wig because my hair, I can't do my hair that light. And I cut all my hair off because of all that damage. Like, I have no hair, guys. I can't turn around and show you, but I have like a fade in the back. So I got like no
gorgeous.
hair. My wife did it. She's awesome. But yeah, so Madame Mim eventually. I do love Madame Mim.
Speaking of Madam as a
I should
prefix,
mention her own favorite villain. She's awesome.
Madam Hooch is also a costume in the works. Yeah.
That's, yes. I'm still,
So,
no,
I'm
Ursula
stuck
first.
in Harry Potter world, but
Ursula
yes.
first.
Ursula first. Ursula in the grocery store.
Okay, so the last one, so we technically didn't skip that one. And the last one is your favorite Halloween/horror films.
Hocus Pocus. Amok, 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 amok.
And I absolutely love Hocus Pocus. I own it. I watch it in, March. But I have been watching horror movies since I was like 3. I remember watching Night of the Living Dead when I was 4. My mother's completely traumatized by Night of the Living Dead. She won't watch it. I loved it. My favorite movie series when I was 7 was Nightmare on Elm Street. I freaking love Freddy Krueger. So I've been watching this shit since I was little. So Vincent Price's House of Wax and House on Haunted Hill, those new ones with the names on them. Okay, the House on Haunted Hill was not bad. I will grant it this. Yeah. But it was not a remake of the original. And if you have not seen Vincent Price's House of Wax and Vincent Price's House on Haunted Hill, then you are missing out, my friend, because they don't make them like Vincent Price anymore. You
really just need to get a Vincent Price old movie collection and watch them all, because he's amazing. You do.
But those are the two best. House of Wax is my absolute favorite of his. He's the bomb, okay? He's the absolute bomb. But also, Nightmare on Elm Street, like I mentioned, Poltergeist. I like all of them. I've heard some people who like Poltergeist, they don't like the second and third ones. I'll be 100% honest. The second one isn't the best in the world, but Preacher Cain, oh my God, the man is creepy.
The one I can't stand, and it should have been my favorite villain other than Ursula, is Phantasm. I cannot stand the man in Phantasm. The first time a cockroach crawls out of his mouth, I'm done.
I don't like cockroaches either. A little bit freaky. And the last one I have, I just wrote Stephen King, because any Stephen King movie is going to be great. Now, I will grant you that the It TV movie was not fabulous. But can we just remember that it was like the 90s or the 80s, and they didn't have a lot to work with, okay? You got to put it in context, people. And, yeah, so Misery, come on, Kathy Bates is crazy. But The Dark Half was not a bad adaptation. That is my other favorite Stephen King novel, and The Dark Half was not a bad adaptation. So, yes, all about some crazy shit. So, yeah.
I'm all over Pet Sematary. That's my favorite Stephen King.
I love Their Neighbor.
Yes.
God. And I love the guy, I love in South Park when they do him. Like, you don't want to go down that road. It's like, oh my God, it's the guy from Pet Sematary. I love this. This is amazing. And I love the dead guy in Pet Sematary.
Yes.
He's so great. He shouldn't be funny. He's not supposed to be funny.
It's hilarious.
It's not supposed to be funny. But it is. And the little kid, okay, if you've never seen Pet Sematary, slight spoiler alerts, but the little kid, Gage, at the end where he's all like, Yee! I can't see him that way because all I'm thinking of is him a little bit older in Full House. If you watch Full House,
you're right. Oh my gosh, you're right.
He's the annoying little git in Full House that nobody really likes, but they put up with him because he's supposed to be the cute little white kid that's making a sarcastic comment. No, he's a jerk. And he probably grew up to be a douchebag. But that's the same kid. And,
oh my gosh.
You know, it's like after you realize that, you start thinking, man, I'm not glad he got hit by the truck or anything, but... And he was too young to really talk in those movies. So, I mean, he can't be... He can't be, you know, hated on because of his characters, I suppose. But I still don't like him. I didn't hate too much that he was dead at that movie. But, yeah, so that is all the questions on the fabulous Addams Family list. I love my mom is obsessed with the Addams Family and the Munsters. So I grew up watching them. I really love, and I'm going to age myself because I saw Addams Family and Addams Family Values in theaters when they first came out. Yeah, so I was around when MC Hammer was actually a legitimate thing. And he did the song for the second one. That was a really popular song. They played it at my 8th grade dance. So, let's just say that. But I love them. I love the Munsters. It's amazing. So, hope you guys enjoyed this. And I will hopefully eventually we'll be back with another one at some point. Next time they come to visit. And until then, and my wife is behind the camera doing ridiculous shit. I mean, 100% ridiculous shit. Our wives are back here. This one's back here fine. This one is over here doing ridiculous shit. I wish I had a regular camera so I could turn it around, but iPhones, you'd all just throw up from the motion sickness. So I'm going to go now before they start interrupting the video, and I have to kick some ass.
Bye.
But bye, guys.